How do you take care of your mental health during university? So how do you maintain your mental health?
I just take long walks in the middle of the street.
I think taking your time, first of all, your sleep is very important.
For me, it's Ukrainian dance.
By watching anime. How would you define student life balance?
I'm a really type A person, so I schedule everything out.
Separate. Sometimes you gotta put school aside, but also focus on yourself at the same time.
What's one piece of advice you guys would give to new students?
It's like go to every event, almost every event that you see on campus.
Don't think you have to specialize too soon.
Really take a lot of opportunity and really find yourself here.
Enjoy yourself. It's gonna get very hard, but just that many more of a reason to have fun while you can.
If we're not happy inside, then what's the point? What's the point to all this? So today we are here at the University of Alberta just to gauge people on their mental health, how they take care of it, how they go about balancing life, and what they recommend to new students. A lot of great people out here today, second week, but yeah, super excited. Let's see what they all say. How do you take care of your mental health?
I try to make as much time for myself as possible, and sometimes that does just mean pretending to study and watching TV. Sometimes your brain just needs that, and you can't beat yourself up too much about it. I also try to get to the gym at least 3 times a week just to keep that active mindset and not get stuck on the couch.
What would you define balance in student life?
I think it's very personal, and it does take a while to get into it. I try to block out my time, so dedicating 30 minutes to one thing, 30 minutes to another. I find that really helps me. And sometimes not thinking about school before I get here, and then really locking in while I'm here and trying not to fret too much.
And what's one piece of advice you would say to a new student?
Don't stress on it will come with time, and every instructor is going to be so different, and sometimes that just doesn't it doesn't match your routine, so you have to adjust, and you can't be too hard on yourself for that. So just being flexible, yeah.
How do you take care of your mental health during university?
I think it's just, for me, I personally restrict myself to usually only one hobby. I think it's easy to spread yourself thin, but I personally pick one hobby, which I find interesting, and I just stick to that. So whenever I have free time, I know more or less exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would you define student life balance?
I think I'm probably the worst example of student life balance. Because for me personally, I have a full-time course load and I work 3 jobs. Time management is really important here. Yeah, it's really a delicate balance between work and school for me, since I do skip some class to just work instead. So finding time to catch up on that. So I don't have a lot of time in general for hobbies. That's why I mentioned before, I only have one hobby. I can't be doing much else.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
And what's one piece of advice you would give to new students?
You should probably be spending more time on your work than you think you do. You could get away with at least in high school, I could get away with studying for a test for 10 minutes only. But in university, it's going to take you at least a few hours, so plan accordingly.
And I'm sure a lot of students have seen you. They always marvel at your outfits. Yeah. Why is this? Is there the costume? Is it from a show?
I just dress like this every day. I've been dressing like this for 8 years now. It's been a while. And it was hard for me to start at first, but then I slowly came to realize that people don't comment on it nearly as much as you think you do. So then this is my normal now. Wow. I feel underdressed if I go out wearing anything, if not this.
8 years. And why? Why do you do this?
It just makes me happy dressing this way. I can't imagine myself dressing any other way.
I love it. That's awesome. It's like your signature.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And is it like a character from any movie or show?
Not necessarily. I just, the fashion itself is Lolita fashion. And I came across this fashion way back when. And I knew that was exactly how I wanted to dress. But Lolita fashion itself is a really broad sort of fashion. So just narrowing out what I wanted specifically, it just worked out to be this all pink kind of dresses.
I take care of my mental health by meditating in the morning. Helps to get your mind off things, really early, so you don't have to think about it later on in the day.
I think the 2 things that help me most are prayer and exercise.
I just take long walks in the middle of the street, usually at night, right? Because there's nothing going on. Yeah.
Very healthy. And how would you guys define students' life balance?
I would say that as a student, you don't really have much of a choice in terms of balance. There's a certain amount of stuff you're always going to have to do. So I think it's especially important that, you have a dedicated way to, I guess, take care of your mental health just because you're forced to not have that balance immediately?
It's tough. There's a lot going on, but I think if you're organized and have a structure, you can have a lot of free time. I don't know. You can see my Google Calendar. I got everything blocked out. So
I can definitely see, like, sometimes I feel I want to pull away from this life, right? But, you know, when you take a look at things from like a wide perspective, everything just sort of falls in place. So you just got to calm yourself and take things in one at a time, right?
And what's one piece of advice you guys have for new students?
Enjoy yourself. Like, it's going to get very hard, but just that many more of a reason to have fun while you can.
I don't know anyone who actually does that, but don't procrastinate your assignments. Just get them done.
I say talk to people, lots of friendly people in UofA.
So how do you take care of your mental health in university?
I think taking your time, first of all, your sleep is very important, and making sure you don't reach the point of burnout. So when you're starting to get stressed, maybe slow down a bit, get help from your profs or anyone that could help you.
I think just like organizing myself during school and stuff. If it gets like overwhelming, make a list of what I have to do and like, you know, keep things organized. That's my way of staying like unstressed.
Keep rested and stay organized, right? And then how would you define student life balance?
To me, it's more like a personal life to school balance. So I need to make sure I use enough of my personal time to study, but also not too much that I don't have any personal life.
I just try to like get my schoolwork done, and then when I have free time, like spend it doing things I like, whether it's with people or alone.
Yeah, you can't forget about the people that matter, because who are we doing this for? What's one piece of advice you would give to new students?
You might feel a lot of pressure, but try to not let it get to your head, because you still, if you're a new student, your first year, and you still have a lot of time to go. It's not, your first year doesn't define you, and you have a lot of time to practice and grow still.
I would say write down all your assignments and due dates in your calendar and keep like a to-do list like every day and prioritize stuff and get that stuff done and then do whatever you want.
I love how yours is so technical.
Yeah.
It's good, it's good.
For me, it's Ukrainian dance, which is a really big part of my life. So if I have a lot of exams, I find dancing is really awesome.
I like seeing my friends and my boyfriend, and also getting a sweet treat every so often really helps me keep my mood up, especially to celebrate.
How would you define student life balance?
Oh, you might be asking the wrong person. It's definitely really hard to maintain, but it's prioritizing something outside of academics, which can be very difficult. I think it's just finding something that can take you away from the stress of academia.
Like Ukrainian dancing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's always good to find a middle ground between academics and social life, and I think just even if it's like an hour a day, do some self-care, make sure you invest in yourself as well, not just your grades.
And what's one piece of advice you would give to new students?
Honestly, join clubs. It is so intimidating coming to such a big university. Like, I came from a small town. It's such a big school. So I say join clubs. There's so many people that are here to support you, so many friends you can make, and connections you'll have forever.
I agree. Make some friends, join a club, get out there, socialize. I think that's what helps create this positive atmosphere around the university for sure.
I like to take lots of walks and drink lots of water.
Yeah, I love to stay hydrated. Same as Emma, I like to go for walks with our dogs in the dog park. I really like to engage in smudging, so ceremonial practices. I think that really grounds us as Indigenous students. I think that's really important for connecting and also just finding peace in the busy life that we have.
How would you guys define student life balance?
It's a difficult balance to maintain, but I think your mental health needs to come first, and just prioritizing self-care and being compassionate to yourself.
Yeah, like Emma said, self-compassion is really important. Remembering to eat when you need to eat. Getting enough sleep is very important. It's really hard, especially when you're working and going to school. But I think that you always have to like reground yourself and remember why we're here. And we won't be able to function as students unless we're taking care of our health. So,
what's this all for if our health wasn't optimal, right? It's all for nothing. And what's one piece of advice you would give to new students on campus?
Be brave, make friends, say hi, take chances. You're only this young once, so make the most of it.
engage in events, engage in community. Like Emma said, making friends, talk to your peers in class. That's really important. Get to know your professors as well. I think that builds a really good relationship early on, and it helps you in your academic journey.
So how do you maintain your mental health?
Yeah.
A lot of belly rubs and a lot of good food, hey, and love. There we go. How do you guys maintain your mental health?
By watching anime. I mean, there's lots of different genres of anime, something for everybody. And something that I personally like to watch is like slice of life. So it's really calming and yeah, it's chill. And so yeah, as an anime club, I mean, there's no better recommendation.
I personally attend all our meetings every Friday. I'll be honest, it's like 2 hours of just fun with a bunch of people that like anime. So it really boosts my mental health, you know, finding like-minded people.
That's amazing. I love anime too, man. And how would you define students' life balance?
Definitely, it can be tough. But that's why we try to, you know, keep our meetings short, right? 2 hours every week. And so, well, for me personally, I try to save time, definitely, like every day, like at least an hour or two to just relax, right? Watch anime, play games, and not just study the whole time. And so, yeah, sometimes it can be hard, especially trying to get ample sleep, but we try our best.
I agree. I mean, I usually spend the most time on our club like at the start of the year, you know, because that's when we don't have as much commitments yet. So I think you really just gotta spend your time wisely. Probably try, you know, save as much time later in the year. Maybe you shouldn't commit too much time, but you know, you definitely don't want to just study 24/7. Even during exam periods, if you do that, you will just like lose weight and just get a terrible sleep schedule. It's just not good. So yeah.
And what's one piece of advice you would give to new students?
Don't procrastinate. Make sure, you know, start early. And one thing is that, like, again, the new environment in uni, lectures go by really fast. Like the teachers, they talk really fast and it can be hard to, you know, follow up, right? So I do recommend just like, you know, looking after your notes after class, right? And making sure you're just studying a bit, reviewing a bit every day, and then watch anime.
I personally recommend just going to office hours. You know, it does take up a lot of time, but like just a one-on-one with your professor is just the best way to learn. But yeah, attend our clubs if you want a 2-hour break every Friday, you know?
And top 3 animes.
Oh, you really put me on the spot here.
Yeah, not
okay.
this question.
All right, we're gonna do
hero.
I like Your Name, the movie. Okay, that one's pretty popular. I think like a lot of people should know it. Recently, I've been getting into Orb on the movements of the Earth. It's a scientific show. I feel like it would really relate to a lot of what we're covering in some of the science courses here. Okay, I'll give you my top 2, and then you
think of a third. All right.
top.
My top is probably Fate Stay Night. It's like a historical show where they just make people like historical figures fight. Second would probably be this is tough. Right now off the top of my head, maybe Apothecary Diaries, like an ancient Chinese kind of show. And then last, let's go back to our president and make him pick a third first.
Okay, I'll say the first ever anime I watched was Dragon Ball, and so it has a really special place in my heart.
All right, sure. I'll go with Steins Gate, probably one of my top shows, my second viewed show.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Attack on Titan, Parasite, and Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
So, how do you guys take care of your mental health in university?
I try to sleep well, eat well, and do some exercises. The daily life.
I also do some exercise, go to the gym or play badminton. Also like watching favorite movies or animes like that.
Yeah, he said everything fine, but yeah, I also go dropping activity in UofA when I feel stressed out.
Exercise is a massive component, right? And how would you define student life balance?
Student life balance?
Yeah. Like how do you make sure everything is balanced? So family and friends.
Oh.
Maybe time management, like make like certain schedule and then do assignment for this time in this time, and then do like hang out with friends or family in this time. You can make schedule.
Hanging out with my friend or being with my family is important time to stress out, like when we feel stress.
It's important to take time spend with my family, and yeah, it's kind of difficult to take balance my student life and spend time with my family, but we need to try our best.
And what's one piece of advice you would give to new students?
Don't try to do everything you want, just choose one or two that you want to do most. Then try focus on that one. Then after that, you can try more things that you want to do.
Don't try to be perfect always. So you can just do your best.
Yeah, don't be nervous. Everything will be good.
How do you maintain your mental health while being in university?
I just make sure to take breaks in between all of the work because I know all the work can pile up. So making sure to really take care of myself. I don't know. I just like watch videos on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
Just to calm down. Yeah.
Who's your favorite YouTuber?
Oh.
You want to declare?
Ooh, not really. I don't know if she's on YouTube, but I also watch a lot of Twitch too. I love Vanilla Mace right now.
Yeah.
Vanilla Mace is great. Yeah.
I love Tyler One.
Oh, okay.
And what about you? How do you take care of your mental health?
I think little meetups with my friends like this, or like if I'm really stressed about midterms or an assignment or something, I'll work with friends in like a study room, or watching Netflix is one of, like, I really love sitcoms. They're my favorite. So like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Big Bang Theory. I get a lot of flack for that, but yeah.
Good shows.
Good shows, yeah.
And how would you define student life balance?
I'm a really type A person, so I schedule everything out, and that really works for me. So like I'll have dedicated time on weekends to spend with family, and then I'll have slotted times for friends, and then like that's how I kind of maintain balance, is just really scheduling my stuff out. That helps me. Yeah.
I'm actually very opposite from her. I'm very type B. So like I really just go with the flow on things. If I feel like my brain is going to explode when I'm doing assignments, I just shut everything off and I just do whatever I want. And then when I'm back in the mental space to do something again, then I go back to it.
Yeah, no, I feel I can be both ends sometimes, yeah. And then what's one piece of advice you would give to new students?
Really try new things. University is all about exploring your interests and really just finding what you like to do, because university really is a jumping off point to what you're going to do for the rest of your life. So if you really can just, if you want to join any clubs, join any clubs. If you want to take any electives that like seem so out of the ordinary, so out of the blue, then take them. Really take a lot of opportunity and really find yourself here.
I was speaking to a new student earlier this week, and she asked me the same question. And something that I told her was, don't think that one bad grade is going to determine everything. Or like if you get, if you fail a class, it's not a big deal. You get back up. I think just not really letting your academics really affect you the way that it inevitably will, but don't let it really, really get to you. Because the world still spins, man. It's all good. Yeah.
I do a couple things. I would say I like going to the gym. I like spending time. Me personally, I like reading my Bible, going on walks, going on runs, hiking, kind of staying away from my phone sometimes and just trying to connect better with like my surroundings and everything. Spending time with my friends, all that good stuff, yeah.
Yeah, you do look pretty healthy, man, so you're doing something right.
Yeah.
So how do you define student life balance?
I would say like it'd be a bit hard with all like school, studying, everything like that. But I think it's important to, separate. Sometimes you gotta put school aside, but like also focus on yourself at the same time. You don't want to overdo it, and you're just gonna cram yourself and dig yourself in a big hole. So yeah.
And what would you say to new students starting out on campus?
I would say enjoy it. Don't take it too serious at first. I know it's a big switch from high school going to uni, but enjoy the time. Meet people, especially because you're in a new environment, so might as well put yourself out there and try your best to do in school, but also enjoy it, basically. Yeah.
How do you guys take care of your mental health?
I spend time with my horse. Yeah.
I spend time with my animals, so I have 2 dogs and 2 rabbits, and they're really helpful for that, yeah.
Are you guys in like the vet program?
No, I'm in psychology.
Biosciences.
Oh, wow. Maybe you guys could get like a dual degree. Love for animals.
Maybe.
How would you guys define student life balance?
I think it's finding time to study while also like I don't know, finding things that you enjoy doing other than studying, because we like school too.
I think it's making sure that you enjoy the program that you're in so that studying isn't super dreadful, you know, yeah. But I think if you enjoy the program that you're in, it's easier to balance. Yeah.
What's one piece of advice you guys would give to new students?
I mean, we are new students, so...
No, you're not. I mean, there's people in high school and elementary.
I don't know, I feel like when you fight enjoying school, it's less enjoyable, but when you're yeah, this is actually kind of fun, it's not so bad.
I think that talking to as many people as possible when you get here, that really helps. I think making new friends makes it a lot easier.
How do you maintain your mental health throughout university?
So what I do, I wake up at 6 a.m. I go jiu-jitsu, and then I go to the school, and when I go to school, I feel awake. And I do something, jiu-jitsu is something that is pretty stressful, but in a good way. So I just give you a better way to handle a stressful situation in the normal life, but you do it through a sport, That's how I do it.
Yeah, I wake up at 7 a.m. I do some push-ups, some pull-ups in my room. I don't go to the gym normally, but I do exercise in my own room, kind of like my own space. I like to draw a little bit, hobbies like learning a new language here and there, someday, like every 2 days. A healthy mind is a healthy body as well. Looking for a future and just do anything that just keeps you safe, keeps you sane.
Treat the body rigorously so the mind doesn't become disobedient. You make sure, yeah. So how do you define student life balance?
So student life balance, I don't know, it's just do the normal school, also do other stuff outside of the school. Probably usually a hobby, do physical activity, number one, that is important. Then something if you want to do singing, other stuff, do it, socialize with people, go to clubs, stuff like that. I would say do that, plus keep the student part, keep the school part in a good, you know what I mean?
I feel like in student life, there's a lot going on at the same time that you really need to schedule everything, even for yourself. And even getting those little signs for yourself help you on your mental health a little bit. Even if you have no friends, even if you're having difficulties socialize with people, you need a time for yourself, for your mental health, to keep sane and to keep forward and not go down in that deep hole of depression.
What's one piece of advice you would give to new students?
So for new students, something that I didn't do in my first year is go to almost every event that you see on campus. So you meet people, you create a network, because at the end, having a good network is pretty important. Also go to the gym, plus do all those social events, and see what type of people do you want to be. If you want to be with more people that are more academic, go to that realm. If you want to go to LASA, that they go party, have fun, or sport events, stuff like that.
Yeah, it depends who you are and what you want, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is hard if you're really an introvert, as you said, try to go as much events as you can. Try to get out of your comfort zone. I know it's hard. I know it's difficult to just step out of it, out of nowhere. But you really have to make the effort to move forward. And if you don't make that effort on yourself, it's gonna be harder on the next years. Any advice for the first years as well is don't be afraid to socialize. Don't be afraid to make that jump out of your comfort zone. Try to be a good person instead of just a quiet person. It's not bad, but try to jump out of your comfort zone as well. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid.
So how do you take care of your mental health, man?
I go to the gym and I take breaks from studies.
What's your split looking like?
It's kind of like push-pull legs, but I skip the legs.
You don't need legs, man.
Nope.
You can just wear jeans over them.
That's true. Edmonton's a very cold city. Lots of pants.
And then how would you define student life balance?
I think it's good. It's definitely what you make of it. I would say just get out there and find your people.
And then how do you go about finding your people?
I found a lot of people at the gym, to be honest. And then mutual clubs and sign up for a random competition, like a hackathon or case competition. And you'll meet some cool friends there.
And what would you say to a new student? What's one piece of advice?
Probably just study what interests you and not like be tied down to a program. Don't think you have to specialize too soon. I would say that, yeah.
A lot of phenomenal responses today. A lot of beautiful people, beautiful perspectives onto how they take care of their mental health. But yes, at the end of the day, guys, school is there and we all want to succeed. But what are we doing this all for? If we're not happy inside, then what's the point? What's the point to all this? But yes, ensure that you're on the right track because you could be climbing the wrong mountain and you have to get off that mountain and really ensure you reflect and you relax and you do what's best for you because YOLO. But yeah, keep it long term. Peace. Till next time.